Hi guys, welcome to Tarot for Tired People, or welcome back if you've been here before. Today I'm S, and today we're finally doing something I've been putting off forever, a full tour of my deck collection and me doing inventory. This is not a curated favorite list. This is me sitting down every week. I want to sit down and do this Excel sheet that I've opened here, this Google sheet of inventory, and we're going to do it together. That way I feel like I have company. You can binge on something and it gives me accountability. First off, let's start with Woodland Wardens, which of course, like I had to buy because like look at that color palette. I don't like that the keywords are so small. That's something that I wish was something they looked into a little more. But just the color palette of this, even when it's a color like that, like love it. It was, I think, my first nature deck that I bought. And you have some books in your library that are not for reading every day. It's not your favorite reading, but you have it just because it's a pretty book. And sometimes you do take it out and you sit with it. This is one of those. It doesn't speak a lot to me, but sort of, it definitely is an important deck in my collection. Next up, we have The Sacred Destiny Oracle by Denise Lin. This I bought as a gift for my friend, and then I loved it so much that I had to get it. And I know it's an older deck, but I just still think that it speaks really well. It's very hopeful and it is absolutely gorgeous and stunning. So we continue. Like this photo collage is just stunning. And the fact that it's such an affordable deck and still available is something that I love, that tarot is not a linear journey. All right, got this in. Okay, the third deck that I have is called Creative Consciousness Healing. I found this on Amazon US, just browsing through. It's also by Andrews McNeil. And this one speaks so loudly and beautifully. It has so many synchronicities with real world experiences. I love illustrations like this. It really makes my inner child happy. It's like a little children's book. Um, and it's just so nice, but also it is a very deep deck. It gives you some very nice insights that make you take a step back and think about it. I love it. I absolutely think it's gorgeous. Like body connection, reclaiming the power of your body, burning away what's no longer needed. What should we put this as? Should we put this as, what should be the category? It's intuitive healing. So it's not nature. I guess I'll just put it as therapeutic. Next up, we have Prairie Majesty Oracle, another Hay House deck, which I love. Found it on Amazon. It is just so nice because it acts as a starting point for a reading. So you could have, how can I safeguard what is sacred to me? And then pull tarot cards to sort of clarify this and show you what this message means to you. And I love something that is colorful and illustration style. It found that place in my practice, which till now no other oracle deck has been able to capture. Let me begin this by saying there is no way I would have bought this deck with this art, because everything about this design I hate. This is some old font style. The collage is really badly done. It was just not something that I would have bought. But it has 8,000 reviews and it was super cheap because of how old it is. And I just felt like this is like buying a classic. And when you're building a collection, you should also be collecting the classics. And 8,000 reviews on Amazon cannot be wrong. It is, I get it. I get what the energy that this one carries. I just wish that they did an updated version where they had better art and definitely got rid of this font from 2001, because there are better fonts now, guys. But I mean, everyone should have this in their collection. It is really divinatory. The power of it being divinatory is huge. Next up, we have Spirit Animal Wisdom. This I discovered on YouTube thanks to TarotTube and absolutely fell in love with it. Like, I love illustrations like this. And I think this is a really, really nice deck to have as your daily card pull for the altar or something like that. And it's really nice because it has elements It has a keyword, but it also has like a subtitle, and it is a nature deck, which is an illustration. Like, just look at this one. It's gorgeous. And look at the backs. I mean, come on, guys. Fantastic little oracle. So let's put this in. Next up, I have the Seasons of the Witch. Can you stop feeling the camera? I have 4 of these. I've already entered them so that we don't spend time with these. I have the Litha, Imbolc, Samhain, and Lammas. Samhain's my most favorite. I'm going to get the Yule deck also. I wanted to get it closer to Christmas, but I feel like the prices increase when this is the culprit that's wobbling. Okay. So when it is closer to the season in which people buy it. So I've entered that. Let's move on. This is the first ever Oracle deck I got. It's the Sacred Feminine Oracle. It was available here. I worked with this for many months. This is by Rockpool Publishing, and I think it is so pretty. Like, it has shadow cards, and it has light cards, and the illustration is really nice. And this will always be special because it was my first ever deck, and I got it super cheap here, and absolutely love it. Like, the goddess card, look how pretty that is. So let's enter this in. Like, look at that gilding. What do you want to do? Do you want to eat this? Gorgeous. Okay. Like the Sacred Feminine, these are the 2 things that I worked with for years with my 2 tarot decks. These are actually affirmation cards. They're available here. And I don't use it with tarot, but this is more like on my work desk. I would have 1 card to pull for the day, sort of a thing. That's how I bought it. And I also have Gabriel Bernstein's other deck, but this one's just such a favorite. And then my friend took it from me, came one day, said, "Oh, I love it. Let me have it." And back then I was like, okay, sure, why not? Then I bought it again for myself. I love the illustrations of this one. So let's look at that blue. I love when people play with blues. So this is Spirit Junkie. Okay, next up we have Dream Ritual Oracle cards, which I entered without realizing it was not shooting. So this is one of the decks I bought early on, and because it was available here, and I absolutely think it's really nice. I'm not a guidebook girly. The guidebook's pretty bad, but talks of dream rituals and stuff. But I love the illustrations. I think the illustrations are beautiful. Like, this one is just gorgeous. And I love having that keyword there because it makes a lot of difference. And this is beautiful to have by your bedside and pull cards for, like, before you go to sleep, right? And look at the backs, like, gorgeous. Okay, this was my first Rebecca Campbell deck, not because of Rebecca Campbell, but more like I wanted something that was a little bit of a hug deck. And I really am not into the starseed thing. I find it a little bit funny, but I thought the illustrations were kind of nice and love the little feminine color palette going on. But things like Imrama doesn't work with me. But again, I bought it as altar cards to put it on my altar as a pull of the day. Like, I like how positive affirmation this is, but the starseed stuff just doesn't work for me. So let's enter this. This is Work Your Light. Okay, this is the Rose Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. I've already entered it because it was Rebecca Campbell, but I like this deck. Again, not something that that I feel is in my top 5 or something. It's not bad. None of my decks, like, I do so much research before buying that they're not necessarily anything that I would rehome. I know that this was something I wanted to be used once in a while, but not something that is my most top 5. That's for sure not. And it's just really beautiful and pretty. And sometimes we need things that are beautiful and pretty. So that's the Rose Campbell, it seems. Rose Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. And I love the box. I mean, come on. It's so cute. Look at that. How cute is that? Love it. And the next that I have entered, and I'm not going to take you through the cards because I have a video on this. It's my most versatile decks. I think these could be my top 5. Actually, no. Maybe there'd be a little bit of play around if I ever did a top 5. But this is the Lost Oracle. I'm going to tag the video on this frame so that you can go see it if you want to see these cards. Lost Oracle by Rockpool Publishing, Fiona Horn. Then you have the Dream Song Oracle, the Soul Mirror Oracle, which I love. The Moonology Messages Oracle, the only one I have from Moonology series, and the only one I want, really. And now it's not fitting in anymore. And then we have Oracle of the Radiant Sun. So these are the ones that I'm not showing you the cards, but they also exist in my collection. The next up, I want to talk about two decks together. One is the Le Vampire, because both are Lucy Cavendish decks, and the artwork is by Jasmine Beckett Griffith. But while the Le Vampire did not connect with me, both I bought because of Tarot Tube. Like this one, I just couldn't get around, and I have done a video around that. I really tried, but it's kind of cute. I don't see the dark bits of this. I think for my brain, it needs to be very, very blatantly dark or not at all. This is still like, oh, how cute, you know. But I am a huge fan of Alice in Wonderland. The only Alice in Wonderland deck I have is this one, the Alice the Wonderland Oracle, also by Lucy Cavendish. And this one acts as a really, really good clarifier. At one point, I've used this like almost every day with everything, and it just spoke straight up and gave insights that would create the aha moments in me. And while I'm not sure if I like Jasmine Beckett Griffith's style of art, but Alice, the concept of Alice in her Wonderland really connects with me. And this deck has definitely been very insightful. So one one crucial oracle in my collection for sure. So the last of this particular part is the tea leaf fortune telling cards. So this one is I don't have the box. I keep it in a bag. I think it's counterfeit because I got it as a gift from a friend. But I don't mind it. It's okay. It's not an indie deck that's a counterfeit, and you can't tell when someone's a friend and they don't know that it's a thing. They just buy you something out of love. Anyway, so the way to read this is you have all of these fortune telling cards and you have these astral houses. So you choose the astral house that you want to read about, or you want fortune to be told of it. I've lost the other astral houses. Great. Oh, it's here. So you have love, you have happiness, career, marriage, success, wealth. Okay. So now let's say you want to read for success. And then around success, you draw, and it's really fun with friends. So I do recommend you get it. You draw, obviously you draw like that, but you draw um, whatever you want to draw and you get as many as you want. This is how I do it. I don't know how it is actually done or if there's any other way. But me and my friends, it's really fun because when we're together, this is something that we can do because it's things like marriage and success. And then you have all of these fortunes for success, and then you can pick the month of the year, and you get one card for that. You could do multiples, right? So here you have success in December. You have a sincere wish will be granted. A wish is granted. So many wish around success is getting granted. Someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change, so that will happen. And a marriage will take place, either romantic or business. So now you know how you're going to come about success. And when are you going to come about it? In December. And the success is going to be around business and your wishes getting fulfilled. So it's super fun. I do recommend you guys get it. And it's really fun to do with your friends. So this is the tea leaf fortune telling cards. I'm not going to put any publishers and stuff. So my list says the tea leaf is 23. So I thought, let me finish this video at 25 decks. And let me add, the Lantern Oracle is one deck that I'm adding, which I have a walkthrough of, and you can see the cards there. And again, one of my top 10 for sure. This is by Blue Angel Publishing, and everyone should have this. This is what I feel like. There is no deck as therapeutic as this one. This one's really, really good. I'm not showing the cards. I will get straight on to our 25th deck of this video, and that's the very old Starcodes Astro Oracle. This is my second astrology oracle, I guess I have. I have a lot of oracle decks, don't I? Anyway, I also realized that I stopped buying oracle decks. This is really nice. I love the art of it, the digital collage, and I love how it's very clear and you get to learn a lot more about astrology, but you also get the keywords so you can use it in multiple ways. And it has that old feel, but it's not ugly. It's a really, really pretty deck. but it's got a lot of strength thanks to all the pen and ink work that is in the art. So this is the Starcodes Astro Oracle, and this is by A House again. This is a how many 56 card deck. Like this is a chunky monkey. And it's got good energy. So you could use this if you were into astrology. So yes, if you found this oddly satisfying, like I did, because I felt like I'm doing it with friends. So a lot of accountability, a lot of fun I had. I hope you did too. And if you liked it, please come back next week. I'll try to mix it up, maybe start with the tarot and then go back to the oracle decks. I only have about maybe 8 more to go of oracle decks left. And also not the indie ones, this is just mass market. But yeah, come back next week, please, if you like this, and give it a like and subscribe so you don't miss the next round. We're slowly working through this whole library together, and it's super fun sharing it with you guys. Thank you so much. Bye.